my cute little home. There was even a little brush that I could sweep it out afterwards. And what I actually found out when I went to the toilet is up there is some tent platforms, 3 tent platforms, but I much preferred to be under the shelter because it did rain last night. Good morning and welcome to day 51 of the Namparang Trail. Yesterday it was an alright day. It was not overly exciting. It was on some roads on the coast up and over, down to a village, up and over, down to a village. It wasn't overly interesting. And then right at the very end we came up into the trees, which is a bit nice. It was a long day, 43 kilometres, but it was alright. And I was really glad I pushed on to the second shelter. The first one was quite windy, but that shelter I stayed at last night, there's no wind. And when it started raining, absolutely nothing coming into the shelter, so tent was bone dry. Always nice to pack up a dry tent. It is still just showering on and off at the moment, but that's meant to be clearing. We'll see. So today, so I'm on course 10, got about 5k, maybe 6k left on this. And then the next course is 15.9 and rating medium, and then a 15.7 kilometres rating of difficult, which maybe will be trail. I thought this was trail that I'm on now. So for some reason this is rated difficult. I'm not sure why it is. Anyway, so hopefully a bit more interesting. I think up in the hills a lot more today, which should make it more interesting. Oh, I hate to people use this road. It's a very common exercise. People using the machines. 3:45 this morning was the first person using the machines. Whoa, look at that, stairs. I'm glad we're not going up that. Oh, looks like I've got a viewing platform up here. There you go, panorama. It's more built up. That is a neat bridge. I like that. And then that down there is the city, so I'm continuing along here for a while to get to it. Viewing platform. Maybe I should have put my tent up there. There's 2 ladies using exercise equipment and they're just at the very top of a hill. People in both directions are cheering on as people are coming up the hill. Steady stream of people. It's getting more and more. I'm glad I packed my tent up early. I figured that people would start exercising early, so it's 6:20 and yes, as I say, just constant stream. Oh, there's another. This as well, I didn't push onto that shelter. It's a table. Wouldn't be able to put my tent in there. My legs are nowhere near as stiff as they have been the last couple of days, which is nice. Surprising after such a long day yesterday. Oh, it's good. Water refill. I was so busy looking at the toilets I've missed a turn. I missed the arrow, but it's way in there. Oh, I get to single track now. It's beautiful. What a great start to the morning. And a little bit of stairs just to finish it off. Down from the hills and onto the streets now. It's quite a long time going through the city, several kilometres I think. Hope all the signing's that good. Had a couple about 10 metres apart, arrows pointing, saying I'm about to change direction, and then a ribbon, and then the actual signpost. That is very good signage, and I knew I had to turn. So I've just come through there, and now we're on it's actually the water just over there, so pretty much keeping away from the city streets to get to the far end of the city. That's a cool bridge, just a pedestrian bridge. Alright. The trail goes on a footpath beside that really busy road, but right parallel to it is this. So I have decided that this is where I'm going to walk. It was nice just to get a quick break from the traffic. Back over to the main road. Oh, that is course 10 done. Woohoo! I'm now into single digits on the courses. Woohoo! And it's 14.9 kilometers. Estimated time 5.5 hours. And rating is medium. So the trail goes that way, but I'm going to go off trail just for a little bit because I see McDonald's, so I'm going to have a second breakfast. Back on trail, there is a lovely second breakfast. It's a lovely little green belt through the city, right in the middle now. It's gorgeous. See these backpacks up ahead, all the kids have got them, the 30 speed sign on them. This used to be the railway line, you can see the tracks, and up ahead so you can see what it used to look like. It got really busy for a while. A whole lot of school kids, plus it looks like people walking to work, plus just people walking for exercise. I assume this was a conductor for the train. Looks like they've got volunteers on the crossing patrol, even though it's not for kids, it's for everybody. Heading off the trail here. Hey, a little bridge. That was a tricky intersection. I ended up going way down there to get to a crossing point to here because there was no way across where I wanted, and then I got to the top and saw there was a walkway under the road, but that's not where the arrow had pointed. So anyway, it's the third group in the last 100 metres of doing cleanup. They're all wearing different. First group yellow vests, the other group blue vests, these guys the orange vests. It's all the more mature people. I don't know if it's compulsory or it's voluntary, but it seems pretty common. So we've done a big loop around the city, just come down, now heading away, back on the water. Sometimes these footpaths just seem like a token. It's not really very well designed for pedestrians to walk on. I mean, these middle things, I know they're for visually impaired, but it's very hard to walk on. It doesn't give it a lot of room, and then you've got the light posts as well. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Definitely getting out more into the industrial part of the town now. Not sure what those are, cars or skateboards. Hard to tell. We had the excitement, we've crossed over the road, walking on the other side of the road now. Oh, that's an improvement of footpath. That's much nicer. Let's have a view. And the city. Continue around here, then we're crossing over at the bridge, and then that's when we, a little bit after that, head up into some trees. And crossing the road again, because we're going to need to get to the bridge. It's up there. And 9.7k to go. Oh, busy road. Cooled around, we're now going under the bridge we've just crossed. And up here. Just did a big loop, walked along there, had to get up to there to the crossing and then back to this crossing, and now we're going back down this road. It looks like a rocket. Alright, finally I'm on the street I need to be on. I think that's the most intensely signed building I've seen. Off the road and onto a little riverside footpath. Trees are slowly getting closer. Path is getting narrower. Right, across the river, and we are now away from the houses, just purely on the path. And heading up the hill. Now onto a road, 18 kilometres of single-use footpath. Going to be going under the tangle of the spaghetti of the motorway. The road's going all over the place. Up on a busy road, they're doing roadworks down there, so I think that's why we're up higher. And turning here. It's Buddha's birthday soon, 15th of May. I'm sure there'll be celebrations of various sorts. Alright, I'm guessing that's a temple in there. Lots of tour buses. Right, heading up the road. Much quieter road. Woohoo! Now we get some trail. We are now climbing 200 vertical metres over less than a kilometre, so fairly steep uphill coming up. Wow, we're zigzagging up. Switchback is almost PCT like. Very unlike Korea. Normally we're straight up. Oh, this is great. Perfect gradient to gain altitude but not have to stop and rest. Oh wow, gorgeous. I am loving this. Beautiful trail. It's been quite skinny in places, just got to watch it's dropping away a bit, but on the whole it's gorgeous. Little shelter, little map, and heading this way. I think this is a high point. That was one easy climb. Oh yeah, so 1.6k I think back to the road, and the road is the course end as well. Trail's a lot wider now. This is obviously the main route. Little chipmunk. Up with the rock. Cute little picnic spot. Look at the carvings. Very clever. This tree's got branches going off all over the place. Oh, a little bridge. Lots of posts going every which way. Still 1.6k. That must have been just to the signpost. It's so good. Look, single digit. Course 9. Getting closer. Alright. Well, there's 2 trails going this way. Better check my map. Signpost down there. More zigzags. Had a big climb. Oh, so it goes to stairs up there. Pagoda and another tent platform. It's looking a little sad at the moment. Right. 200 metres down this way. No gentle zigzag this way. It's pretty straight down. Quite a lot of water damage on this trail. And switching to stairs now. And to be a bit careful coming down there. There are a few of those at boards which are a little rotten. You can hear it with the poles. Hear the difference. Right. I think that's it for the wood. I'd rather be on the soil. Alright. Oh, I see the road down there. Just come down there. Cars get to go through a tunnel. Cool. Right. And this way. This is a memorial to the Korean Navy. Why though it's up a mountain without sea views, I'm not sure. Anyway. Fancy street lights for a pretty deserted road. It's a logo for this province. And end of course up here. I think this has got to be the most remote end of course of everything. Alright, that is section 9 complete. And section 8 is 15.9 kilometres, 6.5 hours, and rating difficult. And we are in the hills for a lot of it. And we're on the Jinhae Dream Road. Toilets, tour bus, lots and lots of people. So there is a temple up here, and it was founded in 1779, and then it was lost due to snow, wind and rain, and found again in 1982, restored, renamed as Salmilsa. So that explains the crowds. Wow, it's gorgeous. Alright, I continue down the road, so I'm expecting I won't see as many people from here on in. And onto a gravel road. It was blocked off the cars too, so it should be nice and quiet. This is a good map. So came onto the road here and basically I'm following this blue, and it is road all the way, but it's up in the forest, along the side of the forest, so there's not too bigger climbs. And all the way down to down there. Nice little pagoda. Got a picnic table in the way, no good for the tent. And another waterfall. And still climbing. Nice area. Picnics. Just topped up my water. It goes steady for a while and then it starts coming out even more. And then it goes back to normal again. So my arm got a little wet. And it's probably good to drink, but I still filtered it just in case. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at that. That is beautiful. But given I'm up here for pretty much the rest of the day, I definitely needed to top up some water. Oh, you know you're remote when you've got a sign. Not. They should put this quite small near the waterfall, so you've got a nice backdrop. Mind you, the trees in the background are a gorgeous backdrop. Alright, winding my way along. There is the city. Probably looks a little silly having one sleeve down and one up, but the one that got wet in the waterfall, I've put it down to let it dry quicker before I roll it back up again. That's a clearer view. Big city, so yeah, we continue in the trees all the way around to the very, very, very end over there. We've got toilets on this dream road. I think that will do for a lunch spot. Could probably handle staring at that view for a little bit. Picnic tables up the top there, and no idea what that's about. Anyway, I love these leading down to little side trails. And that is the end of no cars. Oh no. Oh, and it looks like a bigger road down here we're on now. We're on boardwalk. And a tunnel here. Oh, pictures on it. I assume that's from the city below. Alright, back to the boardwalk. Telling you how to walk. And look, coffee and tea. Cute little shop, has some drinks if you need. More drinks if you need. Not sure where the twinkly lights are. I think this means we're off that main road. Do we have a confirmation marker? Little information kiosk there. Would be a boring job, not many people. Right, now there's a confirmation marker. I actually stopped and checked the GPS just to make sure, but yes, we are on this road, which is good. I wasn't overly enjoying the boardwalk, and even better onto gravel. Here's some more how you walk. Wow. Where you land with your feet, where the pressure is on your feet as you're taking off. That's a neat bark pattern. I'm getting spots of colour with these trees and the crimson flowers. I think that's measuring the crap in the air. Not sure. Extra reinforced pylons and a direction change of the wiring. There's a whole lot going on with that. Barefoot walking definitely seems to be popular here. There's a beautiful trail that's brand new that they've put in. That's where the ladies were barefoot walking. I think this is also for the barefoot walking. Oh, this guy going up now, up the trail. All the different surfaces for your feet. Good way to build up strength. Looks Looks like a torture course if your feet aren't used to it. Alright, there's the update. Right, so I'm here, so I've still got a way to go to get down to the end of the course. Hey, we get a description of the trail. We haven't had many of these that are showing the whole thing. So out of all of it, that was Wando Island. It's Namparang, Koji Island. So I am currently just in this part here. So that's all that's left now. It's another beautiful waterfall. Completely artificial. Those rocks are not naturally placed. Heaps of cars here. Toilets had toilet paper, flushing toilets, soap. Information thing is actually someone in there as well. It's open from 10 to 5. Oh, the temperature is plummeting. It's clouded over. It's gone windy. It's a pretty forest. Look at that. Yeah, it's gone cold. I had a look at the forecast. It's not meant to rain. Sure feels like it. Got a little plaque about the Navy. Here we are now on the other side of the town. Still going along a little bit further before dropping down. Never tell, are these pigeons or doves? Hello, I'm behind you. Hello. Hi. I was only a metre away from it. Oh, I'm gonna watch out for cars again. No, I don't, because we're going straight across. Got an orchestra, got a woodpecker. That was the woodpecker. And then the toot toot, toot toot. Sounds like a flute. I've got just over a kilometre left on this road before we drop down, so I'm going to start keeping my eye out for a campsite now. I'm at 37 kilometres, so that's a decent day. I'm just going to shoot up this track and see, it's potentially a little flatter just up there. Nope, that is a very narrow ridgeline and steep. This trail would definitely be a good one for a hammock. So many times where, you know, trying to find a campsite that's relatively flat. I mean, I'm pretty flexible with it being on different angles, but yeah, there's a limit, and hammock would be perfect for this trail because there's always trees. Very, very rarely are there no trees around, and the hammock would just let you stop anywhere that there's trees. Toilets up there, and we are turning. I'm starting to drop down now, so still looking out for a campsite. Shoot off the track again because I see what looks like flat area down there, so potentially. No, there's flat spot across the track, but I'd have to be trampling all the vegetation. There's no clear areas. Alright, worth a look up past the water tank. Got it. Sometimes you have to look at it there if your head's slightly lower and your feet are lower, but that'll stop you sliding side to side. I use the poles quite often just to try and visualise the ground. Sometimes it's quite hard just looking at it. So the trail's down there, but it's very thick bushes, so I am completely out of it, and this looks like an overgrown, disused trail, and yeah, that means that my little tent is good. Flat enough.